Greetings, Earthlings. I'm Jonna, and I welcome you to Earth's BFF. In today's video, I wanted to get a little in depth about sustainability, what exactly it is, and things to look for when checking for sustainable authenticity. Before we get into the video, subscribing to this channel, liking and commenting on my videos will help to reach people all across the globe. When it comes to sustainable authenticity, there are an abundance of things to look for. I wanted to narrow it down to at least 4 basics at first, then eventually make more extensive videos on which others to look for. I think the primary goal of transitioning and to sustainability is just do the best that you can. I can't stress this enough. I know at times you may see other people, especially online, who just seem like they have this whole sustainability thing down pat. The truth is, no one starts out that way. Which leaves me to start out with, what is sustainability? Well, I'll give it to you this way, as if I'm explaining it to a kid. For most people, it's easier this way. Sustainability is how humans interact with the environment that will help to ensure that there will be enough natural resources left for future generations. This can be done in so many ways, from the way we consume water to upcycling clothing and shoes we already have, perhaps maybe turning them into something quite different. It all depends on your imagination. Sustainability can mean so many things, but the overall goal of it is how can we make sure that future generations are able to access these natural resources. Now that you know what sustainability is, let's get a little into what exactly makes a product sustainable. I've decided to break it down in these 4 factors. Number 1, materials. When it comes to consuming any eco-friendly product, the material is probably one of the most important aspects. The 3 groups in which these materials will fall under will be recycled, reclaimed, and rapidly renewable. Here, I'll explain. Rapidly renewable materials can be regenerated naturally or replenished in 10 years or less, like cork, bamboo, corn, and other natural resources. Reclaimed materials have been reused or refurbished from somewhere else, and when it comes to recycled material, they come from solid waste like paper, plastic, and glass that have been diverted from the landfill. Make sure that you check what kind of recycled content your product of interest contains. Any type of recycled content is amazing. However, when it is 100% post-consumer recycled content, that would be indeed the most eco-friendly. Post-consumer recycled content is pretty much what consumers recycle on their own in their recycling bins. New products are conceived from those recyclables. Pre-consumer recyclable content is manufactured waste that actually never made it to the consumer. Examples would be scraps, trimmings, and rejects that end up on the floor and repurposed into something new rather than trashed. Number 2, how it's manufactured. During the manufacturing process, products are also determined how eco-friendly they are by the chemicals used. It's also determined by the amount of waste produced during manufacturing and how much water was used to manufacture the product. While eco-conscious consumers would love companies to be more transparent about the chemicals used during manufacturing, it's not required for companies to label the chemical and building materials used inside the product. Number 3, farming and forestry practices. So before material is manufactured into a product, let alone grown, the process starts in responsibly managed forests. The materials for eco-friendly products are grown here without using harmful pesticides. The most conscious thing to do is purchase products that are marked with the FSC logo. When doing so, you are promoting responsible forest management that will help sustain forests for future generations. Number 4, socioeconomic factors. Socioeconomic factors are important because it's how the company of that specific product affects its community. Examples would be, how does a company treat its employees and do they pay them fairly? Do they give back to the community? Does this company have a low carbon footprint? Do they have a helping hand in boosting the local economy? Do they have child labor? Just some things to really think about. Don't worry if all the information I shared is a little overwhelming. The more research you do for yourself, the more you'll be able to spot an authentic green product. Like I always say, and will always live by, every day's a practice, every day is Earth Day. Bye-bye, Earthlings.